So everyone, the first league stage of Asia Cup 2025 is over, and tomorrow, not tomorrow, it's in fact today only we have got Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh game at Dubai. So we'll talk about that game, and in the panel we have got all the three major suspects only: Anup sir on my left, and then Ayan Chatterjee and Ayush Shekhar. So let's talk first about Sri Lanka. They are the only unbeaten side in the Group B, and now they will face Bangladesh, who also had a very good game against Afghanistan, that 8-run victory. So expect some intense rivalry because both the teams and both the boats don't gel that much well. There is an animosity, we can say, because that the celebration, the intense what you call face off. So expect a cracker of a game, and now teams will have to quickly adjust to the next round. So you play three matches, and out of three matches, if you win two matches convincingly with a good net run rate, then you have qualified for the final. So Sri Lanka will be saying to themselves, "Come on, it's Bangladesh now, who are very much dangerous. We have seen, and also very unpredictable, fragile battle lineup as well." So आयुष शेखर, आपको क्या लगता है कौन जीतेगा आज का मुकाबला?
देख, सबसे पहले हेलो। और इससे पहले मैं अपने इस मुद्दे पे बात करूं, सबसे पहले मैं दुनित वेलालगे के लिए हार्ट फेल्ट ट्रिब्यूट, क्योंकि फादर चले गए। और बहुत अच्छा, कोई एज था नहीं वैसे वैसे जाना, लेकिन हाँ, उसको थोड़ा हिम्मत दे, उसके परिवार को हिम्मत दे। और हाँ, आज के मैच में उसकी मैच में कमी खले ही करूँ, क्योंकि वो ऐसा बॉलर है कि कभी भी विकेट निकाल के दे सकता है। अब देखने वाली बात यह है कि क्या आज कमेंडो मेंडिस को बॉलिंग देंगे कि नहीं, क्योंकि खाली वो क्या फ्रेंचाइज के लिए बॉलिंग करता रहेगा, कब अपने देश के लिए बॉलिंग करेगा? अगर आप उसको बॉलिंग नहीं दे रहे, खाली एज अ बैटर यूज कर रहे हैं, तो उसकी जगह कोई प्रॉपर बैटर खिला लो, अगर आपको खिलाना है नहीं तो। और मोरलेस फिर से आज वही चैलेंज है, लेकिन पिछला मैच अबू धाबी में हुआ था, ये दुबई में हुआ है। तो आज उनके पेसर कैसे खेलेंगे ये मैटर करता है, और बैटर कैसे खेलेंगे ये भी मैटर करता है, क्योंकि हांगकांग के अगेंस्ट आप ऑलमोस्ट जीत रहे थे, वन साइडेड। फिर बीच में आपको आपकी बैटिंग थोड़ी अर्थक्वेक की तरह बिहेव करने लगी, और उसके बाद आप किसी तरह रोग आके जीत गए। तो आज ये वो गलती नहीं दोहराना चाहिए।
इस बांग्लादेश को स्टार्ट अच्छा मिलना काफी जरूरी है, क्योंकि मिडिल ऑर्डर और लोअर मिडिल ऑर्डर दे टेक द टीम आउट ऑफ ट्रबल, बट इट्स नॉट एट ऑल गुड साइन. Liton Das, there's a lot of dependence on Liton Das and also the rest of other batters. But Anup sir, what's your take? Like, who's winning it? Like Sri Lanka, they are also on a roll. Bangladesh also on a roll. Sri Lanka helped Bangladesh to qualify by beating Afghanistan, and Bangladesh got into their zone as well. Like everyone took wicket. Mustafizur, Taskin, that the spinners as well. It was a collective team effort. Very rare you see from Bangladesh. They are not a consistent side. They peak in 10 matches, but against Sri Lanka, against Afghanistan, it might be a something very special for the Bangladeshi Tigers.
Yeah, so my prediction I will give you after my analysis on both the teams. First of all, yes, Sri Lanka will miss the services of Dunit Velalade due to unfortunate incident. But yeah, no matter, Dunit Velalade doesn't come, Mahesh Tishana comes in. Straightforward. And Dubai pitch, we have seen it is assisting the spin bowler, so Sri Lanka would have the likes of Vanindo Asaranda, Mahesh Tikshana bowling in tandem. So that won't be an issue for Sri Lanka. And if they need a extra pacer, they can even bring in Matisha Patirana bat as well. So Sri Lanka doesn't have that much of issue because Nuwan Thusara, he is in great form. Dushmanta Chamira, he is in great form at the moment. And regarding the Sri Lankan batting lineup, Pathum Nusanta, he is in great form. Yes, two matches he scored half century, one match he faltered, but that doesn't make any sense. He is in good nick. Tussal Mendes came to form at right time versus Afghanistan. And then Sri Lanka, they know how to run between wickets and stitch partnerships. So Sri Lanka wouldn't having so much problem. Saying so, Bangladesh really had to pull their shots up because in the previous match versus Sri Lanka at Abu Dhabi, you have seen that 17 balls Bangladesh had played dot balls. First 17 balls, the score was 0 for 2. Nuwan Tusharat cleared out Parvez Hussain, and Tanjid Hassan, who scored 62 versus Afghanistan, no doubt, but he was also drawn on duck to Dushmanta Chamira. Also, Sri Lankan fielding, it's a much more improved fielding. See the catches of Tusal Pereira or Dushmanta Chamira on the boundary lines versus Afghanistan. So, that would be a plus point for Sri Lanka as well. Bangladesh, on the other hand, Liton Das, yes, has to be the main torch bearer once again for Bangladesh. But apart from that, it would be interesting to see, seeing the seeing the Dubai pitch, what changes Bangladesh does to the team, because versus Afghanistan, Bangladesh made as many as four changes into the team. So does Bangladesh stick with that team? And also the problem with Bangladesh is in the middle overs. 7 to 15 overs, they just can't capitalize. Yes, they might have get a good power play. Everything is fine. But after that, it's what? Because in Dubai, it's not easy to hit boundaries for a new incoming batter. आते ही मारना शुरू करो, ऐसा दुबई में होगा नहीं. The batter who is set, he has to bat at least for 10 to 12 overs if he is at, I mean, in the opening power play overs. So that would be a key in Dubai. So that's the reason I am saying Bangladesh lacks that consistency of batting in the middle overs, because versus Sri Lanka, there's that Parvez, Shamim Hussain and Jeter Ali. That partnership took them to a respectable total. Otherwise, they were linger in light around 49 for 5 versus Sri Lanka. So that won't if that would be the case in Dubai, it would be an easy chase for Sri Lanka. So on comparing both the teams, I give 55% to Sri Lanka and 45% to Bangladesh. I might say 60-40 also, because Sri Lanka on paper and with execution and the experience of playing in experience of winning this format in 2022 holds a upper hand versus Bangladesh.
Yes, this
That's my take.
sides like they clashed in the Group B earlier. Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka chased on 140 quite easily. So they have the what do we age, mental, psychological advantage over Bangladesh, the island nation. So Ayan, what's your take? Like, who's the favorite? Because we didn't had a break also. Like today only, at midnight, India Oman got ended and super first stage. Like every team is will be now changing the gears very quickly. In that case, I guess Sri Lanka has got the liberty of a very strong batting lineup, luxurious batting lineup. Number seven, number eight, Dasun Chanaka is there, other batters are there, Hasaranga is there, so they might go all out attack as well. Jesse I would have seen, just play a natural game now. And Phil Simmons, we also know how destructive he is with his tactics and everything. So, who's your favorite for today's game? Because today it's a start of a new chapter which can end very quickly since only couple of matches and then finale.
Yeah, so basically the group stage is over, and now we start with the Super Fours. And from the Super Fours, a completely new chapter in the Asia Cup. It's every team, the 14 that have qualified, start from scratch. Whatever has happened in the group stage is basically history. Of course, you can take learnings from it, but it's the new way to start it. So whatever has happened in the group stage will be history when the Super Fours come. And in the Super Fours, who performs will win. Now coming to Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh, I think it's a game where two teams are kind of evenly matched. And if you look at history and everything, Sri Lanka has the upper hand. But we always remember that in bilateral series, Bangladesh had beaten Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka, at the back of their mind, will know that they cannot take Bangladesh lightly at all. They have to be on their game. But if I look at the two teams, if I go department wise, I think in batting, Sri Lanka has the edge because they've got a power pack batting lineup. I know it's not performing the middle order, but if you look at it on paper, Pathum Nisanta is doing well. Kusal Mendes is in good form. Then you've got Kamin Mishara who's doing well. The middle order is a bit underbelly at the moment because Charita Salanka, Dashin Sharga, they've not done well yet, but they can come to the party. But on paper, they have a better batting lineup than Bangladesh, who are dependent on Liton Das. Liton Das is the glue of the team, and if he performs, then the others around him perform as a unit. I know Tanzir Hassan Tamim got runs in the last game, but it's only about Liton Das. He's the main fulcrum of that team. And if you look at
Yes,
the
Lijan
bowling
Das is
line,
the only senior batter now because no Shakib,
senior
no
batter.
Rahim. There's
Yeah, yeah.
no seniority now, only Lijan Das. So if you ask the prediction, I'm going as with Bangladesh because I want Sri Lanka to lose a game. It's better to not lose in the final. And who knows, Bangladesh might qualify for the final. You remember 2016 Asia Cup Bangladesh went to the final against India.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Against
they
India,
T20
yes.
format suits them if they play up to their potential and all these things. So that's it from us. So we'll also cover India versus Pakistan. The match is also there on Sunday. The blockbuster, the greatest rivalry, and all these things. So thank you everyone. Thank you Ayan. Thank you Anup sir. Thank you Ayush Shekhar. We'll be back with the next video very soon. Tomorrow only. I mean today only if the match ends before 12. But it's going to be cracker of a game because boundaries are not that much small in Dubai. So you have to use your power hitting as well as stroke player as well. Else a 130, 140 is chaseable completely and not defendable. So thank you everyone. Bye.
But